Coming at you with some Shuri Zabu today, my next stop on exploring Marvel Snap's latest season pass edition. 3 energy, 2 power, powerful ongoing effect. Your 4 cost cards cost 2 less, while our deck's second namesake in Shuri is a 4 cost card that we reduce the cost of. While Shuri only has 2 stats to herself, her on reveal doubles the power of the next card that we play. This means we're going to be looking for cards that have high base stat lines to double up, of which there are 4 in the 4 energy slot in Marvel Snap currently. So we have Crossbones, who doubles to 16, Sentry, who doubles to 16, Atuma, who doubles to 20, and Typhoid Mary, who doubles to 20. Curving out after any of these 4 drops that are doubled up, we have Taskmaster at the top end of our curve here, who can double Shuri's double up essentially. Now, because all of these 4 drops have massive stat lines, they all have varying amounts of drawbacks, such as Mary's detrimental ongoing that we can neutralize with our Enchantress, or Atuma, who normally wants to be alone, otherwise he blows up, which is mitigated by armor protecting our path, or Sentry that creates the void on the right side of our board that we can swap across the field thanks to Viper. Now, one card I'd like to call out here at the bottom end of our curve is Mr. Fantastic. One thing that this card does that's subtly very powerful with one of our 4 drops is it spreads out power across all 3 paths. This means in games where we're not playing Zabu, Mr. Fantastic typically lets us organically curve into Crossbones, because spreading that power out evenly across the board typically means we're going to be ahead in at least one of the 3 paths going into that 4th turn, mitigating Crossbones' downside. At any rate, I hope you enjoy the game highlights that I have for you here today. I think they do an excellent job of showcasing not only the explosive potential that this deck has when Zabu is in play, but also the consistency and power that it's able to pump out simply by curving Shuri into a large unit, into a Taskmaster, copy that unit. As always, if you find yourself enjoying what you see, tap that like button, help this content reach more people. I'd love to hear in a comment down below what's working or not working for you as you try to find the perfect Zabu shell along with me. I'm excited to see where the community ends up at. For the rest of today, enjoy some gameplay of Shuri Zabu. Doing well, Mono. Ooh, candy. All right, so well, I guess one thing that's worth noting is if I armor here and plan to Atuma here, I won't be able to Viper the Sentry, but that's probably fine. We probably don't need Sentry to win this game, right? Our hand's also very good, so I'm gonna snap them. Hey, glad you're having fun with Moonbreaker, Kimmy. We'll play to Jotunheim early and then Viper it later? Maybe. We're doing collection submissions today. No. We'll resume doing collection submissions again after the balance patch drops. We do not currently have any data mines on seasons after Zabu. We know the patch is coming tomorrow, per Ben Brood. All right, so they have a Taskmaster. They know I have Taskmaster, which is not particularly useful information for them. We go Shuri into Sentry into Demon. I think I want to do this because it makes this side smaller. I think this looks good. I went Shuri into Sentry into Demon, right? I want Sentry to be big in the middle, I think. Chat, it's the last turn. I don't have to order anything for Taskmaster. It would be a negative Zabu deck. We tried a variation of that earlier and it felt kind of clunky. Rude is an excellent pickup. Demon left into a Tuma left. Oh, I guess this is probably Shuri 4, Atuma left 5, Taskmaster right 6. Snap. All right, one rogue out of the X Mansion, please. First. Unfortunately, I don't think we have time to set up the Sentry Viper, right? I think the play is still just what I talked about here. It's Shuri into Atuma left into Taskmaster, right? Yeah, Twitch was down and awkward for a good bit of this afternoon. You potentially Sentry Viper on the last turn still. Yeah, that's true. It seems like it's back to 100, but who knows? All of my features like running ads and subscribers notifications are back up. Why not Atuma right and Taskmaster left? Because I wanna buy the Atuma under the armor just in case they have something funky that cuts across to my side of the board. Putting Atuma in the armor path mitigates some variance. I guess it's bad against Enchantress though. It's bad against Enchantress? Okay, I'm having second thoughts. Yeah, opposing Zabu is a sign that they're likely an Enchantress deck. I think I agree that I should do these opposite. They're more likely to have Enchantress than something else. We lose to Enchantress. Oh yeah, if I would have put a Tuma to the right, it would have been 23, and then the Taskmaster's bigger over here as well is a good shout, because it's copies, bonuses, and stuff. Yeah, I think even without the Monster Metropolis, just the Zabu likely means Enchantress angle is accurate. They're also Rock Slide though, so they could be Darkhawking us. Our deck only has 4 cards in it though because of Nova Roma. Ooh.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
They also have Enchantress? Okay, the Shang-Chi is a reason to put it under the armor though. Okay, now I'm torn, chat. Now I'm torn. We avoid Shang-Chi by playing left. Okay, it's, I think I'm back to Shang-Chi flipping up means this is probably right? Because Shang-Chi and Enchantress are equally likely, and this also gets hosed by other random things over here. Yes. Okay, I'm happy with my play upon further reflection. I would like to dedicate this game to the person who asked during it, does this deck just fold if it doesn't have Zabu? There are more synergies for Viper than just Hood. Yeah, we have Sentry as well. We can Viper his thing across. Well, those are some choices. No, I think I want a Tuma right, huh? Maybe it is better to do it mid? Yeah, it could be better to get into Morag just because we can get in this turn. I was gonna go Atuma here and then Taskmaster left. I think you're probably right. It's better to focus on getting into the mid. Yeah, we can't armor it, but like, do I need to protect my 20 power thing? I guess this setup means I can't play Sentry out is potentially relevant. Because Sentry would throw a -8 over here, which kills the Tuma. Yeah, we're probably supposed to end up in Tuma mid. We'll see what they do here. It is worth noting that if they're the Darkhawk variation, though, they're gonna have a hard time getting into the Isle of Silence. Yeah, putting Wong into the Morag is a choice. Okay. That opens us up to this. Next opponent. Yes, it is in fact just like we drew it up. The Mr. Fantastic's kind of a wash, but he adds 2 in the middle. I already snapped Jet. The Rock's even coming in clutch here to fill the right, so Sentry can't mess us up. Fun. I'd like to dedicate my curve this game to everybody in chat telling me I should cut the Hood. Chat, you should be putting Hood Viper in more of your decks, not telling me to cut it from mine. Do you feel like Iceman should be nerfed? I genuinely can't tell at this point if the Do you think Iceman should be nerfed? Is some weird Reddit fetish that's a bad take? Or if it's something that, like, people are saying because they know it gets a rise out of me now? I don't know where this originated from, but for the love of God, please stop listening to whoever implied to you Iceman might need a nerf. It's gotta be bait, right? I need to stop. It feels like bait. I apologize. I will stop being baited. Iceman is one of those cards that really triggers people's lizard brains. And what I mean by that is it's an effect that you remember when it's powerful and you never remember when it does basically nothing. Is the TLDR. You remember it when it feels cracked and you just don't remember it at all when it doesn't. What if we do this? Is this too big? I guess I could also do this on the last turn, but no, I want to play a bunch of 2s on the last turn, right? I think I want to do this. This is one of the ways that we make Sentry work. Fill on that right side location. Okay, so then I get to go armor into Atuma into Drax. Okay, this list has felt all right so far. Small sample, but and this doesn't surprise me, but I feel like it bears repeating. So far, the Zabu decks that I have played that have felt the best are the ones that have cards that cost less than 4 in them. I'm gonna armor the right here, and then our turn 3 will be Hood into Viper in the sewer system here. So I think I'm gonna snap them. Our hand's pretty good. Whiny Tortoise. Thanks for shipping some of Jeff Bezos' money this way. And Gabagool Fury. Thank you as well. What are your thoughts on why some cards are ongoing effects and other cards aren't? I can always tell who's a programmer and who isn't when this topic comes up. So the effects like Atuma are things that happen when certain conditions are met, as opposed to things that are constantly being checked against. Think of to use programmer speak, something like Atuma is like an if-then statement, or Collector is an if-then statement, whereas like an ongoing effect is a while loop, if that makes sense and you have that background. But Magic, thank you for the Prime. And T-Mac, welcome. What cards do I not have? I'm currently missing Bast and Super Scroll. Got me. Why is the Hood in this deck? Because you can Viper it across. Because you want to play Viper to mitigate Sentry's downsides, you might as well play Hood as well. Also, in your best draws where you have Zabu in play, you have 1 extra energy on turn 5, so you can play 4-drop Demon cleanly on turn 5. It's a really solid curve filler. Are you excited for Sauron at all? Not really. The Sauron deck is kind of an auto build. Like, very cleanly builds itself. It might be neat and competitive, but it's not very interesting to experiment with. Hey, Spooky Adam, thanks for the support. What newly announced card am I most excited for? I think Shauna will hopefully give us a, like, Khazar Swarm Zabu deck. Is my hope. And the question is going to be, is plus 10 enough to win over here? Because Shuri means Atuma wins the throne room by a lot. In theory, they're playing center for rescue, so hopefully that means 10 is enough on the left. It could be right to double Bones rather than Atuma here. That's true. But then I would lose if they juked the rescue in the middle and played hard for the right. Only gonna be up by 7 in the throne room. No, their Jessica Jones is gonna go down to 8. I'm gonna be up by a huge amount in the throne room. This Atuma is gonna be 40, chat. We're gonna be 43 to 8 in the throne room. Well, so the problem, people are saying this is overkill. Imagine I go Shuri, Crossbones, Atuma, and they play a 12 power thing here. Then I lose, right? Because they're already ahead here. So I think I want to hedge. I want to hedge them making a big play here since they're already winning the center. There's definitely not a strictly better, strictly worse thing here, but I'm just choosing to hedge against a big play in the throne room because they're ahead here. Oh, chat, sometimes lucky. Lovely. I'll play this out, so that way hopefully we can Crossbones one of these two locations next turn. Killmonger Iceman deck. Got me. Okay, so now we go Shuri into Typhoid Mary, and then we'll Taskmaster the Typhoid Mary next turn. Yeah, they're definitely a Surfer deck. Might be wrong to copy armor here. Armor likely protecting my big threat though is kind of appealing. We go Zabu into Shuri crossbones, I think. Do I need double Zabu actually, or would I rather leave an extra location open on London? I guess the problem with this is now I can't play crossbones here. This is kind of a gamble. I need Atuma to go left or Shuri to go left. We need to not hit the 25%er where they both go right. I do not think they have any obligation to give you a refund when they change the text on cards. They have a very good track record of making sure that when they do balance changes, cards that they balance remain playable. And it says in big fat letters when you spend your collector tokens on things that there will be no refunds if cards are changed. They have been very clear and upfront about what your expectations should be. Oh, wait, it's Warrior Falls, so this is fine. It's Warrior Falls, so this is fine. I forgot about it being Warrior Falls if we hit the 25%. That's great. Okay, this might be crazy, but what if I do this? Want to just Viper? Yeah, maybe that's better. Leave myself some flexibility. Why the Rock, dude? Have a chance to not give away my Zabu. But give away the Zabu probably doesn't matter. If they fill left, this is not great. But it kind of feels like, it feels to me like they're not going to fill left. They're going to wait till the last turn to play with their Zabu. Okay, our read's good. Have an extra cat, because I care. Okay, and then Sentry here wins this, and then the -8 here will die and Atuma will live, because we saw how that worked out earlier. This is a sick game. Maybe playing the Rock was wrong. I just didn't need it. If I don't play the Rock, the Crossbones would have been playable. We wouldn't have had to draw Sentry. Well, earlier Atuma trigger did not trigger before Warrior Falls happened. There was a Shuri and an Atuma here. So I'm assuming it'll work that way again. My Zabu went over to their side of the board because I Vipered. They just counting on me not being able to get power into here? Bold. Bold!
Victory.
Let's get this one out of here at least. Irritates, thanks for the brand new tier 1 sub. Appreciate the support. I should have snapped them before this happened. We might be chasing them out, but this is 100% the line. Yeah, I think Hood Viper is a great early game splash. I think Viper has a lot of good utility in general. Also, this is disgusting. Thanks for being one of the awesome people that made it all the way to the end of the video. Remember, your likes and comments help videos grow with engagement, and be sure you're subscribed to the channel as well. I post Marvel Snap game news, updates, deck highlights, and other fantastic stuff here 7 days a week. We hope to see you back again real soon.